Hello, Just Jax here and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to try and do the little horsey merry-go-round. Now I've got a couple of things involved. Going to use some alcohol pigment inks because I want the base and the top to be yellow. I'm going to try and insert these plastic pebbles. They glow in the dark. I am going to use red for the centerpiece, which I've already looked, and apparently that's meant to slot in there, but that is bigger than that hole, so we'll see when we get to that bit. For the little horsies, I have some photochromic pigment, UV reactive. This is why I haven't used it with the UV resin yet. I've had this for a couple of months now and I've been itching to try it, but I wanted to save it for when I used the for when I did the epoxy resin, because I didn't know how it would. I mean, it shouldn't react with the UV, but it's being exposed to UV light, so I didn't want it to just, like, I didn't know if there was a chance it'd burn out or not. I guess we can save that for an experiment. The horses can change colour. I thought that would be quite a cool little feature for these guys. They are going to be done last. First, I'm going to do the biggest thing and get these two done. So I'm going to make up a big batch and then decant it so I can keep a big batch of clear ready, because I might make too much, in which case we'll have enough to do the red as well. Try and put these in, and yeah, that's the plan. So we're going to flash forward to a big batch being mixed up, no colour added. We'll save that so you can all see the beautiful swirl. Okay, big batch is all stirred. We have a few bubbles, not from the main batch, but from where I poured it in to another one. So I will give it a little blast with the heat gun after we've mixed the colour in. I'll put a fair bit in. So I want it to be obviously yellow, but not, I mean, it won't be so yellow because these are like transparent inks, or semi-transparent. But they're not like the mica powders, so we'll still see the colours through them, especially the purple. So let's pour about half in and see if these stones sink or float. I'd imagine they're going to float. Let's find out. Let's pour the rest in and see what happens. They're moving for sure, but it looks like they might stay in that middle ground, which is what we want. It doesn't matter if they migrate outwards a little bit. I'm not going to poke them about. I'm going to let them just go wherever they want to go so I can minimise adding bubbles. Let's just pour this little bit in here. Right, I'm going to try and move that. Or should I? Let's just see if I can just do that for now. We'll move them all in a second. Right, let's just mix up another batch. We'll do same again to make sure that we definitely have enough. Tiny bit more. Or we'll try that. I know this is where I'm going to have to start picking up pace, because I've been keeping that one neat, and I have 45, or I'm meant to have anyway, 45-minute playtime. Sometimes I don't quite have 45 minutes, depending on what I've mixed in there. I've found out that when I've added mica powders, and especially a combination of alcohol ink and mica powder, that time is significantly reduced. I have about 10 minutes playtime max before it starts curing and going lumpy. I wanted to try and put those in, but I think they're going to come up. I don't think I'm going to be able to get them to stay down at an angle. But I'll try. I'll put them in that way, and then if they float to the top, they float to the top. And we'll go for trying to get them around the edge. If I fill this up to a closer to the I say the umbrella point because it looks like an umbrella. I fill that up closer to there. Let's see what happens if I try and slot these in. Will they stay that way, or will they just slowly come up like that one? I think the one that I pushed down wanted to stay. Right, let's just pour this in slowly. Looks like they're going to stay roughly where I put them. They have roughly stayed where I put them. Right, let's try and do the red. Again, we only need a little bit, so I don't think I'll mix all of this. Now we are starting to get, they are coming up still, which is good. We are starting to get a few more bubbles. I'll pull this one in super slow. Okay, we look like we're slightly above ground, but I don't mind if we've got to sand that to make it flat. Make a mess. We'll see. Right, I'm going to go and get these shifted over to the mat, and then we'll have a look at trying to get the horses done with what's left. Okay, it is time to add the photochromic pigment. I'm going to add it a tiny bit at a time, because I know from experience if I put too much in there it's already a little bit clumpy. We don't want lumps. But I want to put enough in there that it's clearly blue. It's a lovely blue. We might not need to add any more. Take it out of there for a second so I can hold it up to the light. I don't think we've got any lumps. We have bubbles, but I don't think we have any lumps. Yeah, I think all I'm seeing is bubbles. All the bubbles gone, I think. Yeah, I think we got all the bubbles gone. I think we got all the lumps gone. So I'm going to take all this over to the mat. That's all we're going to see right now. And then when we come back, it'll be taking it all out and trying to put it all together. Okay, our merry-go-round bits are all done. This I had to redo because the first one I pulled out does this. It was not mixed properly, so whilst it's cured and is not sticky, it is bendy, and you shouldn't be able to do that with epoxy resin. Now if I leave that alone, that will slowly go back to its original shape. This one's questionable because this was also from the bad resin day, but this piece, whilst it has some minor rippling going on, which I think you can see, apart from that it seems to have cured. This one also needed to be redone. I had to scrape that all out completely, ditch my pebbles. I tried to save them, but the resin was so sticky at that point. It was like it was trying to cure, but because it wasn't stirred correctly, and I am pretty much 100% sure that that's what the problem was, because when I used a different stirrer, with this and with this, came out absolutely fine. Same for these guys. Would not cure. It was sticky. I thought perhaps it was the powder. It was not, because I've used some of the other powder, the other colours with another project. This is what I used all the excess for. Because I was concerned because I couldn't feel it warming up. So I was like, oh, well, let me just throw some rice in there, because I've got lots of rice to get through. So, I mean, it was going to be a face, but it kind of looks like a boat now. So I'll do something with that. I think it's pretty cool. I like it. But I thought, well, I'm going to have a gamble and just pour it on the mat. And if I leave it for like an hour and it starts to fall off the edge, then I know nothing's going to cure, but it did start to cure. So let's get these all out. It's slowly going back. And see if it pops together, because I don't think that looks like it's meant to go in there, but that looks way too big to go in there, so we might shave it down. We'll see. Let's pop out the most questionable one first, because this is the only one that I didn't take out, because that one I knew it wasn't curing properly because I could squidge it. This one I couldn't squidge, so I'm pretty confident this one is okay. And it is. Bit ripply, but cured. And we have no bubbles. Well, like, you know, there might be some minuscule ones in there. But apart from the rippling, it's one of our best ones yet. Now this one I know is fine. How cool is that? And that has got one little bubble right in there. Maybe some minuscule ones. Yeah, some minuscule ones, but still some of our better results yet. Right, this one was hard to get it out when it was soft, so hopefully it'll be easier now that it's actually cured, mixed and cured properly. Hey, there we go. Looks, well, it's all pretty much bubble free on the surface. Little tiny one right there. But pretty good apart from that. Now to put this back the right way, which was hard. Now that, oh, it's like it's so close to being the right size, but it's just that little bit. Oh, no. Oh, okay, fair play. It's ever so slightly conical. That does go in. Well, these guys. Now, I know they're going to come out fine. Our little horsies. They're so cool. Will they pop in? They will. Oh, that's so cool. Well, that one did. Will the rest? Let's find out. It actually goes together. Oh my goodness. That is so cool. How cool is that? Oh, merry-go-round. And let's test if this works, because I used photochromic pigment in these horses, so they're blue, but in the sun they should turn purple. And they do. Well, in UV light, you know, sun, UV light, whatever you've got to your hand. How cool is that? That is so cool. That actually works. We have our first fairground ride, because we have a merry-go-round. In the future, I have a swing set, like a spinny swing set. I don't know what that ride would be called, but it's in pretty much every fairground / amusement park. And a Ferris wheel. So we're going to look at doing those in the future. I can't believe that actually worked. That is amazing. But the only thing I can't do... Oh, I can. Okay. There we go. Our merry-go-round works. This mould, I can't remember off the top of my head. I just know that it was less than a tenner. Which, to say that it actually works is brilliant. It is well worth it. That is so cool. Well, let me know what you think. Would you be willing to try this yourself? Well, thank you so much for stopping by and checking me and my channel out. I hope you've enjoyed this. I have. This was cool. It worked. I'm happy. I want to make more. Like if you like what you see, comment if you got something to say, and subscribe if you really like what you see and you want to see more. Thank you all again so much. Take care. One more. And see you in the next one.